impromptu. We don't do lives like this. This is a little bit different. That 30 seconds, I wasn't ready for them 30 seconds.
I feel all naked. Like the screen look all plain. Like this is definitely outside of what we normally do.
Look, it's after hours, so we had to, do a little different. So I couldn't do it in the office. I had to come inside the bedroom.
I feel you. I feel you. Me too.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
I'm trying to share it. All that good stuff.
I can't wait to talk about these topics. So even when we was talking inside the store, it was like, dang, we're gonna have to repeat this. But I feel like we're about to repeat it with a little bit of twist. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, I guess since we're right here, we might as well tell them. Can we tell them how it kind of came about?
Yeah,
This little topic.
Yeah, let's go.
We were in one bridge. I'm trying to remember. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I know we were in one bridge and something.
Talking about dating. We was talking about dating.
Yes. Hey Angie, how you doing? We were talking about dating, and no, this what happened. Remember, we were talking earlier that day, and you were like, we were talking about dating, and I said, you know what, entrepreneur, all they really want is somebody to support them and make them feel like they got their back. And that's how kind of this whole conversation kind of got started. Then it spilled out even more when we were at one bridge and we had more people around.
Yeah, hey, definitely. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Angie. I don't know if you can see your basket in the back. You see that basket? Thank you again. Man. So I know, and then we were talking about it too. I think we was talking about me and my mind, remember? And he was like, I want somebody to love me for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just love me for me. And then you were like, but that's the brilliance of it, your mind. And I was like, no, like I don't want to be tied to business. Right.
So what I was telling Autumn was that she might as well get used to men being attracted to her from her mind. I must speak. I mean, yes, I'm a gay man, but I'm still a man. There's something about a brilliant mind. Like your mind is so brilliant that I believe that the average dude would be so intrigued with it because they don't come across it often. So I was saying that they're going to always be kind of attracted to your mind. And you like, well, what about me? I wanted them to like me for me. But in my mind, I'm looking like, well, your mind is you. But I still get what you're saying, too.
Right. Like, so there comes a time where obviously in business, we know what we do, right? And we do it well. But there's a time that I just want to be me. And I don't really want to have to do it well. I just want someone to love me for me, like adore me. You know what I'm saying? Like me. The attraction may come from the mind, but figure out something else outside the mind too. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? My business partners, my clients, they love my mind too. Right. I want you to set it somewhere different. Right. So that's why it just came up where it's like, it's kind of hard to date me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's kind of hard to date people like us. So then this whole conversation came about.
So then we started really thinking about it, and now at this point we Googling and like we didn't really got deep into what we were talking about. So we said we were going to come live. It's been maybe 3 or so weeks since the last time that we have done an episode of Friends in Business. This is officially episode 2, I guess.
Yeah, right? Episode 2.
Yeah. We don't know when we'll be back. We like for it to be spontaneous like this. We don't know what the subject will be next time. But we absolutely wanted to talk about, what was it? 10 things not to ever say to an entrepreneur while you're dating them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want to kick it off with the number one thing, because everybody who listening right now, every entrepreneur underneath the sound of my voice gonna understand this. So it says the number one thing that you shouldn't say to an entrepreneur that you're dating is, let me go get it. Number 1 was never say, why are you working so much? Man, oh my goodness. Like that hit home because I don't think in this, well, I'm newly divorced. So I'm newly single, trying this dating thing out, which by the way is absolutely stupid and crazy and dumb that I don't even
over it. I'm so over it.
It's been so long. Actually, it's been so long since her and I have not dated each other, but it's been a long time since we both been kind of in the dating pool. So this is just weird all on its own. Number one, but then number two, I mean the thing. I don't think I've ever, even when I'm getting back into the swing of things, I don't think not one person did not ask me, why do you work so much?
Mm.
And out of one mind, you kind of want to be, let me explain it to you. But then out of the other mind, you'd be looking like, if one more person asking this stupid behind question, like they don't understand that I don't got a 9 to 5. They don't understand that I don't get a check because y'all can call out sick and still pay your rent. What don't you understand about, I don't really, I don't get to say. I mean, until I'm Sam, I forget his last name, the owner of Walmart and Sam's Club, until I get to that level, I'm gonna have to be on my game. I'm gonna have to, everybody talking about this bag they trying to get. What about mine? We work so much because if we don't work, you ain't gonna want to date us. You ain't gonna want to come to my house when I ain't got no lights.
Don't talk about, I know you're kind of busy, you may not have time. Don't tell me about time. Like, I have flexibility that I can make time. Don't put that in the equation. Mm-hmm. But at the same point of time, like, I got to get my coins. I ain't got no PTO. I got hard days that I ain't got no flow. I got some days I got too much flow.
Yeah.
But it's like they can't understand that balance. It becomes a whole entire issue. Yep. So does that mean that I can only date others like me? Because
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm leaning toward. Okay, I can't even say people like me or like us. I think we need to be dating somebody who is sensitive to what it takes to be people like us. Because even with our businesses and the things that we do, even on top of that, if you do it well, at some point, you're not just a business owner anymore. You're a straight up public figure. You're a straight up influencer. So now that also comes with the job. So now when I would possibly normally be selling something or whatever, now I got to show up to things as well, because now my presence is not required. So now it really seems like I'm always working.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's this, like, I can do stuff really well. You know what I'm saying? Snap of a finger. I'm sharp as I don't know what.
Right.
This is a whole nother beast. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother beast. I ain't got no patience for it. I ain't got no time for it. I be all in my head. You know, like, I just can't.
It's crazy. Like, you, as smart as you are, I'm just saying to the average business owner, as smart as you are, you can literally turn 2 cents into $1 million. I'm not saying it because I think you can. I'm saying it because you do it every single day. But you literally brought water out of fire. But how come I can't figure this dating thing out? Like,
why can't I figure the partner out? Why I can't figure that part out? You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. You know, we ain't leaving nothing on the table, y'all. So y'all put these comments in here because we're talking. This is literally what we do. And then we were like, wait a minute, this is a conversation here. And then we come on live. So like, why I can't get in the mindset in the business owner, I want to put myself in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Let me get in the trenches and feel what you feel so I can figure out the solution and make it make sense. Look, you know what I'm saying? Why I can't get in the mindset of the person I'm digging. You know what I'm saying? Why I can't.
Right. And the whole time you saying why you got to work so much, we saying the same thing. Why I got to work so much? And you sitting there you feet kicked up, watching movies, eating popcorn, doing whatever you do, because all you got to do, not downgrading or diminishing anybody, but you just about to wake up. Your hardest task is getting to work. Like, that's your hardest task of work sometimes. And you ask me why I work, I wish I didn't have to work. I wish I could take a day off, take 2 days off, take a week off, and still see a check. I wish to God I could.
Right. Facts. Facts. Look, I be trying to splurge. I'm like, dang, you know, I'm gonna have to go on hard next week. Yeah. It's a whole different adjustment. It's a whole nother adjustment. Like y'all, if y'all have the same problems, like, please put them in the comments, because I didn't have these type of problems when I was working my 9 to 5. I didn't have these type of problems at all. I ain't have no worries anywhere, none of that. Then I'm probably skipping a point that we have. then we got to watch who we attract ourselves to, because everybody may see us for a whole nother picture of what we know the value is,
Yep.
but our heart is too much in it that we don't
Yep.
open up to the wrong type of person.
Yep.
I'm artists, I don't know what.
And we done both been there. We done both been there. And then you get kind of paranoid, because when somebody who's genuinely who wants to be there, in the back of your mind, you doing backwards flips trying to figure out, do this person really like me? Are they here from what they think? And then I'm just regular. I ain't even where I'm supposed to be yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a regular old person just trying to make it just like you. But oh, I see him doing this, or I see her hanging with her, or I see him there, or I see them there, or on TV, or on the news, or whatever the case may be, and they've already painted in their mind who you are sometimes, and has shown up as if they happen to run into you. But you know how that goes. Even when you meet them genuinely. So look, y'all know I do a lot of stuff. Do you want to know what I tell these people I do? This about to bust me out. I hope ain't nobody watching. But I don't even tell people everything I do. They ask me, when I meet someone, they say, what do you do? I do say I own my own business. I tell them I have a cleaning company. That's it. I don't tell them anything beyond that. I wait until they make it safe for me to tell them anything beyond that.
But how do you truly know when it's safe?
And that's the thing.
Because guess what? We public, right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they already did their legwork, and some of them know like exactly what we do and how we do, right?
Oh yeah.
Some just don't say it. But then too, I'm gonna put this ice in a little twist. You got the friends that are truly friends, but they're not in the situation that you're in. They're it's almost like the fly, like go away. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out of here because you don't understand what I'm understanding. So if I listen to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out altogether because you don't understand what I'm going through.
And you don't even have the capacity to understand what I'm going through. Even on your best day, and you think you get it, you still don't get it.
Y'all, it's a struggle out here. It's a struggle out here.
Look, if you feel me, put your hand up. Look, you know what Mary say? Oh, she ain't saying for that, but if you feel me, put your hand up. Let somebody know you who we talking about. So as we were doing it, I don't know if you. So the question we asked was, what Angie say?
This entrepreneur journey is not an easy journey.
Who you telling, baby? Who are you telling? Who you look? So to that we're getting this information from a couple different places. So I don't know if you kept reading Autumn, but in where we getting these top 10 from, they have a preferred way to say everything that we're about to say don't say. So their preferred way, they said, instead, this is what you want to say. Hey, love, when will you be able to take your next break? Because I'd love to help you relax. I love it. I can get with that.
Yeah, I can definitely get with it too. It has a twist, and it has the aspect where I'm not just frustrated and I'm just coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like it has it where I'm still like I like that. I can definitely
it doesn't build up defenses. It doesn't leave room for the entrepreneur to build up a defense, because I can't get mad if you say, hey, I want to help you relax. How am I for real get mad at you? Right. You know what I'm saying? If you put it in even because sometimes we be in the flow, we be going like, oh man, we be in the zone. And when you in the zone, you feel like Superman, like can't nothing stop you. You don't even want to talk to nobody. But verbiage is everything. But when you're in that space and somebody, they say that, it makes it easier, even if I'm in my zone, for me to come out of my zone. Because what it just said was, I'm trying to help you. Mm-hmm. So verbiage is everything. Wording is everything. I can get with that.
I can definitely get with it too. It's to me, it's the compassion. It's
right.
You have a sense to understand what I'm going through. I'm not telling you to cater to me altogether. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something special. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like help me feel human, but just be transparent where there's some type of heart and passion in it too. Because it's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
And understanding, like that sentence said, I understand you. I know that you work a lot because you feel like you need to work a lot, and I'm not even gonna comment on that. I just want to help you while you work a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it. If you're listening, comment how you feel about it. You want to go to number 2?
Yeah, let's go to number 2. So never say, I had that idea 10 years ago. So that speaks value. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely does. What do you take on it?
So this, even as I'm hearing this or reading this can be a romantic relationship, really any relationship with an entrepreneur. In their mind, as an entrepreneur, well, for the most part, rarely do we come up with something that hasn't been done ever before. So you're not revealing anything that we didn't know that somebody else thought about. The moment you say things like, I had I had that idea 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The truth of the matter is billions of people had this idea billions of years ago. So what's up? I mean, so what's your point? What's your goal? What are you saying it for? What message are you trying to convey? What response do you want me to give you? I'm not sure.
Definitely. Something actually reading it says, are you trying to relate to your partner or are you trying to toot your own horn? You know what I'm saying? But then it puts us in a sense where we get defensive. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of really be cautious. It says that maybe you're trying to just fit in just into the entrepreneur aspect.
And I've seen that before too. Because you know what the next response would be if somebody said that? Why didn't you do it then? So we got the same issue. Only difference is I'm actually trying to do what I thought to do. Like, by you bringing that up, it's showing me that you thought about something that you deemed was a good, and you didn't have enough sense to jump on it yourself. And here I am trying to do it, but you thought about it 10 years ago. So what you did just pointed out your downfall, or maybe a weakness, or something that you need to work on, or maybe you've identified that maybe I shouldn't be with you. Because if you thought about it 10 years ago, why we ain't rich yet?
Facts.
Because that's what you're saying.
Facts. And there's a balance in between the two where someone finds the passion and fire to kind of thrive others, but you got to act on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Having an idea and acting are two different things.
That's the difference between an entrepreneur and somebody who, I'm trying to, be politically correct, but that's the difference between entrepreneurship and someone who maybe just has an idea or a dream or whatever. I'm no different than you. Only thing I did differently was acted upon my thought. What you did was thought about it and said, I'll never be able to do it, and gave up. That's the only difference.
This comment, so instead you're to say, I'm so impressed that you can implement on an idea while taking on the risk and stress of it all with grace and ease.
Man, whoever this person is, send them to me, please. I need
them. Hey, y'all, Ty getting on me. So, Ty, I'm on ADQM page too. I'm on ADQM Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Ty, like Autumn, you're supposed to be on the ADQM Facebook. I'm on that one too, but I had to hit the personal up as well. It's a strategy behind that, Ty. It's a strategy. Don't put me on punishment. I'm good. All right, you got the next one. I'm trying to find out.
I was reading some of these comments. These are comments that aren't on here.
Because is your thing public? Put your
I don't know. We ain't got time right now, okay. But we'll check it out next time.
You read your comments because I don't see them.
So somebody said they're watching from Duval. Charlie says the reason is because I'm dating my business. Her business is her date, is what she said. And then Troy says because he's a hustler, and that's all we got pretty much right now. But I didn't even see all these people. Thanks for tuning in, you all. We appreciate it. So are we going to go to number 3?
Yeah, let's go to number. And like I said, y'all put y'all stuff in the comments too. Like, how is it a struggle? Like, what y'all going through in this dating as a business owner?
Because
we're a different form of business owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about on the gas of entrepreneur, business owner, in between the two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just we independent in so many different ways.
Or what it would even be better if you're watching and you are the partner or you are the date of the entrepreneur. We would absolutely love to hear from you and from your side of things. But everybody on here, for the most part, I'm sure you are entrepreneurs. Just that's just who we're surrounded by. So comment how you feel. Ask us questions. I want to really know how y'all feel. I'm glad you found your niche. I did not like owning my business.
Oh
I
man,
understand. Excuse me. So yeah. So we're gonna keep it going. The
you got a
number.
question? No? You see the question?
Oh, why y'all think we single? How does business differ for singles than couples? I'm not sure I understand the question. You understand the question?
So why do we think we're single? Um, I think it depends on our audience to why we're single. Because at the end of the day, can we give what somebody else is looking for, and can they satisfy us for what we're looking for? Um, I will say when it comes to being a business owner, couples break up with the transition and the change because we've identified that. We're living proof of
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
There are some people that mesh pretty well together. But my question would be, how long does it last? Because sometimes businesses aren't meant to last forever and you would like to sell them off and things like that. So does that mean the thrive that we have in business, does that go away?
Right. Why am I single? I don't know. I think that I think everybody actually are unique individuals, and it takes different things, attributes, characteristics, traits, whatever, obviously for different people. Um, this has been on my little stint of dating. This is what I've been running into. Either they absolutely understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur or whatever, but then that other side is lacking. Um, um, just the everyday regular old, just be you, just be authentically you. Then that side lacks. Or then you meet somebody who you can totally like, oh my God, we have so much fun. Like I forget that time is passing when I'm around you. But then when I'm on the phone too long, or if I'm talking to a client too long, then that's when the questions are coming. Why am I always on the phone? Why I'm not paying any attention? So I can never, for me, I can never get them both. Not that I won't ever get them both. For my own journey, it's been very, very hard to get both.
Chef Shelley has a good one. Or relationship that go away because of business, jealousy, or sabotage.
I am in full agreement. I can't call it sabotage. I can't call it jealousy. I don't know what to call it, to be honest. However, I do. There's something in me that says if your partner I'm saying makes you go out of business or discourages you from being in business or hinders you in any way or try to create boundaries, like you can only do business in on the west side, or like just different things that they can say to kind of keep you bound. I in my heart, I'm like, anybody that does not want to see you fully maximize, and I mean fully maximize to your fullest potential of what you are and who you could reach and impact in this world after you're dead and gone. Anybody who comes against that, I don't question whether I'm supposed to be with you. I'm questioning whether or not you my friend. I'm questioning, should I have you at all, ever, anywhere in my life?
So and it goes back to the beginning. So we were talking about I was like, can't somebody just love me for me? Remember we had this whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the aspect in business. Let's say we thrive. Let's say our minds flow. So what else do we have to stay along to be consistent? You know what I'm saying? What else do we have to go on when we don't see eye to eye in business? Like, there's got
Right,
to be a fire there. There's have to be something there because at the end of the day, I don't want to have the atmosphere where I'm business and we all know what that feels like, or the
right.
struggles that we have in business, and all we have is business. It's just the business mindset that
Mm-hmm.
would really leave someone to be not in a good place at all.
Especially if, I don't know, especially if you, to some degree, I think. I'm gonna speak for me. Here on out, I'm speaking for me. I'm just gonna make that disclaimer now. Um, I've already got trauma. I've already got things that haunt me in my mind. I've already got this thing that is questioning everybody's loyalty. Why are you here? I'm questioning, all these different things that has been caused by all these different situations, and I'm already dealing with that on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Whether no one's there, I already got my own set of things that try to hold me back. I don't need yours too. I need you to make me feel like you've got my back. I need you to make me feel like you are on my team and you on my side. And I'm not saying that means you got to show up to every event. I'm not saying that means you got to buy every product that I sell. Just make me feel that I'm not on this or in this alone.
Mm. And see, I like what you just said. There has to be a mesh in between the two. Even, I want to see the problems of what you have. I want to know you're human just like me. I don't want it
Right.
to be picture perfect. So, I'm in it, what I'm saying, for the look of love. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
want love. You know what I'm saying? Business is what I do to provide and for us to eat, you know what I'm saying, as a family. But
Right.
at the end of the day, there's a satisfaction that my business can't give me that only love can.
Yeah, that's it. I love that.
So we got a few comments. Let me post them up. All right. In business, your partner has to understand the nature. I provide a service, not a product. So I'm more hands-on. Some people don't like to fill inquiries. They like to talk to the source. I definitely agree. But sometimes you being too accessible is also an issue as well. When it comes in business, obviously, doing business, you don't want to be too accessible. Some people don't may not agree because they feel like if they're not, basically they're out of money somehow or some sort of way. But at the
Hmm.
same time, being too accessible will also take away from the time that you're trying to acquire elsewhere. So there has to be some form of balance, and there has to be a way to cut off. I make time for when I want to make time for, like Angie
Right.
said before.
Right.
And believe it or not, if I want it, I'm gonna go for it, and you're gonna know I'm coming for it. At the end of the day, when I don't get it and I know I've given my all, I walk away like I came
Yeah.
for that. I came for it 100%.
You do bring up a good point. So this is for the business owner who may be watching. I know it's hard to cut off, shut off, stop at some point. Um, I want to acknowledge the fact that we do get caught up sometimes, and it is hard for us to stop. I am man enough, reflective enough to think that did, to some degree, probably played a part into why I'm actually divorced, because I was going so hard for my dreams and so hard for my future. Um, but then it's almost like, who don't want a partner who gonna go that hard for their future? Like, ain't that who you want to be with? As a matter of fact, isn't that what attracted you to me? Like, isn't my drive, like when you met me, they always, oh, you drive, your drive is unmatched. Oh, you gonna always get the job done. Oh, look at, so it's the reason why you hate me and love me. It's the reason why you don't like me and you like me. I make that make sense.
Yeah, it's got to be, you've got to have, going back to the title you had before in Thai, you still have sound, or did anybody else lose sound? She had a question in there. Just want to make sure y'all can still hear us. It goes
Okay.
back to what you said. Remember thick skin. You have to
Right.
have thick skin because there is a form of emotion that most people, what they call normal society, is not dealing with, right? They're not
Mm-hmm.
having these different adjustments. It's different dealing with someone as a business owner, the on demand, the ability. There's we can't walk away from the table and be like, yo, I clocked out. That can stay there tomorrow. Somebody else can pick it up. It
Right.
doesn't work like that. But I think those conversations have to be had up front and in the very beginning, not when we in the thick of it and we don't really know what to expect.
I got you. That's a good point. That's a
Um,
real good point.
this was another question that we had. We should do this topic from
I guess so.
it's something
Um,
good. All right.
can relationships work if one is in business and the other works 9 to 5 mindset? If so, how? You want to take that, or you want me to take it?
So let's both take it, right? Because
Okay.
I'm newer as a business owner than you are, but I've always kind of juggled a lot. I will say that being in business, I I don't know necessarily if I want my spouse to actually do the same thing I do. I want us to be aligned where we can both respect each other what we're doing. but at the same point in time, it keeps us growing because we're not doing the exact same thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I like the one that has a 9 to 5. You may have other forms of security that help benefit our family, right?
Yes.
401k, insurance, different things like that. You have the ability to have stability when I may have some hard times. But you don't have to work overtime or burn yourself out, because I will come to the table also and bring in the extra whenever we need to. There's got to be a form, and I'm speaking for Autumn now.
I got
Um,
you.
this is the form of balance that I have in my life. But I want, what I'm saying, a person that's actually go getting. You have the mindset. Both of us can't be on the same plate at the same speed and thinking
Yep.
we're going to grow together.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
not going to work like that
Yeah.
for me.
I remember telling my ex-husband a lot. Somebody's when you're dating an entrepreneur and you may be in corporate, while that entrepreneur is trying to get on their entrepreneur stuff and get to a certain level, sometimes they're going to be down, and somebody's got to be up when the other one's down. What's the point of us both being down or both being up? None of us, like, there's no, I don't know, it's not healthy, if that makes sense. I need, if I don't have jobs, if I don't have insurance, if I don't have 401k, if I don't have things that typical people have with 9 to 5s, then for it to work, somebody need to have it. So by you being a 9 to 5, that actually creates a good balance, because you're bringing in money when maybe I'm not bringing in so much money, and then when when we are bringing in, then that's just a bonus. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then for that to happen too, they have to understand, the person who's dating the entrepreneur. I don't know. I keep going back there, but it has to be both understanding from both parties, like the same amount of understanding from both parties, maybe from different perspectives or different places, but absolutely it can work. I think that's the best form, because this is what, in my mind, I don't know if I'm hopeless romantic thinking about this, but if one person is the entrepreneur and the other one is working 9 to 5, that entrepreneur is going to need that 9 to 5. That's going to balance out a whole lot of stuff, right? So then 9 to 5 then held it down so tough and so hard and so tight that entrepreneur is not where they need to be now, right? So at some point in my mind, 9 to 5 is going to probably become inspired to maybe either start their own, because now they see it's possible, or jump in somewhere where they fit, and now we're both working as a team. So what just happened was, we didn't pull both of us out of corporate, and we are both with the same amount of freedom, with the same amount of can do what I want to do when I want to do it. In my mind, that's like a match made in heaven. That's like the perfect movie.
So I'm gonna throw this out there. Everybody may not agree, but I'm gonna just see how y'all feel. So for me, I'm in a relationship, it's 50-50. Oh, not when I say 50-50, but what I have is shared. It's not where this percentage is mine, this is mine. I work for this is my money. You know what I'm saying? I believe in putting in a pot. That's what you do it for. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm not where some people are guarded about. I work hard for it, but I do it also to live life to the best benefit that actually excites, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy, to live. I'm not to the standpoint, I'm putting this way to the side. This is for the family. This is how this is. It goes into the same pot that we all eat from. So that way too, it shows the same respect from the person bringing in, no matter how much they're bringing in. They should never have to come and worry, oh, she may make too much money. You know what I'm saying? Because that is also a problem. Or she doesn't bring in enough money. I think feeling the same and equal, where I bring up the 50-50, that to me, that's important.
Because at some point, 9 to 5, I don't know when, but because life is life, you're going to be down, and then you're going to be looking for them. And what if they said the same thing to you that you probably said to them? Oh, you don't make enough money, or where's your money this month, or where's your whatever. It's going to be, that's why you're a team, because a team is not. So I can't even agree with you that it's 50-50.
And maybe 50-50 is not the right word, but it's equal. Where you feel the same. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's not
what I'm saying.
50, but it's equal.
This time I might have to put in 40, put in 60. Next time you might have to put in 90 and I put in 10. Next time you might put in nothing, I put in 100. Like, we don't know what the next time going, you know what I'm saying? But if we both walk in likeness and we're both as one unit, or you know what I'm saying, one goal, I'm okay that I just put in 10% this time because I'm about to put in 90% when they're down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It should always be okay. That's how I look at things.
Yeah, and the pot we share is equal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not coming to the table feeling and beating myself up, because I'm gonna be honest with you too. As an entrepreneur, my mindset is what brings the growth. My mindset is what helps us hold down a family. Your mindset is what makes you do what you do at your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to
Right.
feel validated and you have to be respected.
Right.
And so I'm pretty big on that. We want to catch up on some of these comments real quick.
Yeah, we can. It was a lot.
Yeah. This one's pretty but if you meet someone, they have to understand coming in that you are who you are. The business is the provider for your household. Now there is a cutoff time. I can't lie about that. But if you fully independent every hour of the day, you have to make that money, but you have to make time for love.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely agree. All right. That's part of the reason why my divorce as well. And keep in mind, we catching up. You know what I'm saying? So we catching up. My ex actually used to ruin my clothing, designs I had for the artist I was waiting with, because he was jealous. He used to say he felt neglected.
I remember time. Well, some of you may know my ex-husband, so I'm not gonna do that for.
There's times that you can definitely you're put in positions where you have to make decisions, and it's, you can see the form of, there's some restriction or some tie, there's some way to sabotage, and it's like, then you envision whether you're going to just go ahead and bust the move or you're not, but then you still have to go back and deal with what happened. You know what I'm saying? The results of what happened. You moved on, it was successful, then guess what, there's going to be some negative somewhere. But it's just so horrible that the mindset of some people, like, you can do that, but it's coming into the same household.
See, but the thing is, what I often tell myself, or what I often, and maybe I'm too much of an optimist, even if that's even a thing or not. The same way the person could be possibly getting upset with the business owner who maybe isn't bringing in what they both want the business owner to be bringing in. Maybe that's the case. All it takes is one sale, one time, from the right person on the right television, from the right interview, the right magazine, the right celebrity. All you need is that one good time. All that stuff, and this is another thing I think to myself, all the times where they may say, you know, you're falling short, or they're not getting what they want you to be doing. What's going to happen? Imagine if they do actually get it. Imagine if they actually turn out to be what that person, the business owner, knew that they were going to turn out to be. You wouldn't, all that you're saying now will go away. You're only saying it now because you don't see the fruit yet. Which, I'm not saying you're stupid or you're off for thinking that way, but you can't really look at the now either, because I know we're in the now, but an entrepreneur is never in it for the now. They're always in it for the tomorrow. So if you're with an entrepreneur, you better be in it for tomorrow, or you better speak in terms of the tomorrow, not today.
You brought up a good point, and I remember this from 2 years ago. I was told, Autumn, you cannot operate business with your heart at all. You cannot. So when I first started business, I did, and it hurt. It hurt worse than a heartbreak, you know, with a lot of things that I kind of went through. And then I kind of switched up, but you just talking about it kind of basically put the balance in place. My is with my heart, right? My business, I'm still operating from the head and the mind. So obviously, when I'm at home and the things are going turmoil, I'm still operating from the heart because I'm giving chances. I'm willing to work it out, things like that. In business, we can turn off when we want to because from the mind. So when you cross that boundary and you take it where I have to go ahead and bring my personal life and my home life, my love life into an aspect where I'm operating as a business, those second, third, fourth chances, they don't exist anymore.
Are you saying in business, or are you saying in relationship?
I'm saying in relationship, I'm not bringing the headspace. I'm bringing the heart. I'm operating from love, right?
I
But
got
there
you.
gets to be a point where you start sabotaging. It's jealousy. There's things where we just cannot. I have to take out the heart that I only gave you, that I did not give
Right.
the business, that you didn't realize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't getting everything in me. You were getting something special.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to operate and treat you like, now I need to treat business.
Yeah.
So I have to take the heart out of it. Your feelings really gonna be hurt.
Yeah. And that's a good point. I think at some point, not having had the conversation with yourself, not even knowing that you thought the thought, to be honest with you, at some point, the inside of you just starts being that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you calling me?
No, I ain't calling you. Oh yeah, I was, but I don't know why.
Um, but I think that, again, I'm speaking for me. I think that at some point, that happened with me.
Mm.
It was like, okay, I'm not getting, I'm not feeling, I'm not. At some point, it just changed. And for me to be okay with myself, for me to protect myself, for me to validate myself, because I'm not getting that either. These are the things that we put in place to protect ourselves.
And it absolutely happened. It happened to all of us. You know why? Because from it.
Because what?
We walked away from it. The divorces, the separations, it had to happen. Because if we were operating from the heart, they would still exist.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So,
This is open talk. Like this, nothing that we're doing tonight is scripted. Nothing.
none. The most scripted is what would you see me reading, but
You want to catch up? You still
huh?
want to catch up? You still want to catch up? I think we only gonna make it to 5, and we're gonna have to run this series back.
I think so too.
Okay, okay.
I think so too.
So I'll
Because
catch
we
up on
only
these
on number
comments.
3. Huh?
Yeah, I'll catch up on some of these comments, and then let's
Okay.
hit on number 3.
Okay.
So we got Chef Shelly. If you both support respective jobs and take the time together, definitely.
I agree.
This comment was back to Chef Shelly. Shit. Be with the chef because we in the same field and the understanding is the same and we can work with each other.
I mean, I wish I could. Like this, but I don't know how this is gonna sound to some people. But if I was a straight dude, I would get with the Autumn. Do you understand the impact that we could have? Do you understand, even though we both come out of the same vein, do a lot of the same things, our minds kind of work the same, all that kind of crap? Can you understand the amount of the implosion that not will hit Jacksonville, but that would hit the world?
Yeah.
If I could just meet somebody who I could really build an empire with.
Because we're still, even though we're aligned to do the same things, our minds, we still need each other to put the puzzle together, which makes it make sense. You know, it's the aspect of being able to be on that level where you've went through the roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? You went up, you went down. Now you know how to fill gaps and holes.
Right. You cruising at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. We straight sailing because right now we just, you know what I'm saying? We cruising, we inclining, straight incline.
All right. Wait, so before we, I'm sorry, go ahead. You about to do more comments?
I don't think we just got 2 more, it looks like.
Okay, go ahead.
So we got Tiffany that has, did it come up on your screen?
Yep. From what I've experienced in my past relationships, the guy paid the bigger bills because he wanted to, and I would take care of the smaller bills. However, for me, however it works. Mm-hmm. However it works. I've even heard of people and the entrepreneur because they both know the goal. So that's the thing too. Both parties got to know the goal.
Mm-hmm.
If when you know when each team player know the goal, they do whatever they have to do for the goal. I don't become a factor. Me don't really become a factor. It's the goal, and we become the factor. And if you're working on we and I'm working on we, that means everybody's always taken care of. It's when I work on we and you work on you. Mm-hmm. Now who's going to be left out? Me. So it has to be however it works for y'all. If you say, you know, you don't have to pay no bills, but you are with the kids while you operate run your business from home, or however it works. It works. Different strokes, different folks.
Yep, definitely. As long as they have a balance and we don't burn each other out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We mesh and we work well together.
Absolutely.
All right. So you want to hit and start with number 3?
Yeah, I can. But before we get to number 3,
Right.
did we already say how we should say that? Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. So number 3, it says never say, in this economy, aren't customers hard to find?
Mm.
Never say, in this economy, aren't customers hard to find? I can't say I get that in those words exactly, but I will say that they will say something like, so where do you be getting your clients from? But
How do you
even
know
that,
that's gonna work?
huh?
How do you know that's gonna work?
Yeah, they ask questions like that. Um, uh, it's just so many different ways you can say that. Even where you get your clients from. Even though I don't like that question, that sounds so much better than ain't clients hard to find. Um, I don't like either one, but one does sound a little bit better, or it hits a little, differently than the other. And then what's the one you just said, Autumn? Because that was a good one.
Darn. You don't have me forget. Hold up. It'll come back to me. Darn.
Okay.
Now somebody posted in the comments if y'all remember.
Something along the lines where it questions, like, it questions, did you think of everything? Or like, are you smart enough to think of that? Like, anything that has kind of have that connotation behind it, I would say don't say. Because there's a way to say it, there's a way to ask it, but it's just how you say stuff, man.
There you go, Terrence. Terrence with the comeback. How you know that's gonna work?
Whew.
That thing there drives me.
Yeah.
That's when I kind of become a smart, but I don't know if it is.
So this is so I have my own form of smart aleckness. I say, well, how you know your job gonna work? Guarantee me that's gonna work. Last I checked, people getting laid off every day. People getting fired every day. So you tell me how you think yours gonna work. You taking the chance just like I'm taking the chance. Maybe there's a greater chance, but you still taking the chance.
Yeah. So what should they say instead?
So it says that you should say instead of that, is there any way I can support you in bringing in some more clients, customers, or business? Please let me know if and how you'd like me to spread the word about your business, sweetheart. I love you and what you're doing, and I want others to experience it too. Whoever this person is, I feel like they made up. They is like an angel straight from heaven. I don't even know if there's a real person in the world that talks like this. If there is, again, I am here. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. You can come visit me anytime. They say shoot my shot, right? So I didn't shot my shot, but I'm saying that's crazy. I love that. How would you like for me to support your business? How would you like for me to go get clients for you? Like, I love what you're doing, and I want others to experience it too. That's powerful.
Yeah, definitely. So I had scrolled up on the thing and I see number 4. I'm like, oh, let me get a piece of number 4 because I done heard this. I done heard number 4. Let me get it. Number 4. Let me.
Okay, go ahead.
Never say you care more about me about your business than you do care about me. Oh. How many times has everybody heard that? You care more about your business than you care about me.
See, you make a person feel like they gotta choose between you and their business at that point. And I don't know if this gonna come back to bite me in the butt, but anybody who I'm with and they call themselves loving me, or they're liking me, or care about me, or want to see me flourish, You ain't never gonna make me choose between you and what I do. You're not even gonna make me feel like I gotta choose between you and what I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand why people would say that or may say that. But if you make me feel like I got to choose, I'm telling you now, I'm choosing my business because my business is me. And just like everybody else, I'm choosing me first.
Mm.
Period.
Ooh, yeah, I heard the silence on that one. Like, and it's crazy because as entrepreneurs, it hits us differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also too, your job is more important than your family. You know what I'm saying? It's like people who are unhappy are going to find something to say and complain about.
Yep. See, but then I be wanting to say, which they, I be wanting to say, you run a business and tell me how easy it is.
Mm,
You
mm.
want to switch? Let's switch. I'll go to work for you.
So Ty has a replacement. Let me see the suggestion. Babe, I want to learn more about your business.
I love it. That
We
is
have,
like the best thing an entrepreneur could hear.
yes. When you're building a business, it's already hard. So we need a supportive party. That's why it's better to be single while grinding. But you can't grind though. You don't want to grind. So do y'all know the difference when what happens when you grind?
I
And
love
I'm gonna
it.
Katrina Nicole
Oh,
with this
kick
one.
this knowledge. Kick this knowledge real quick.
When you grind, eventually it's gonna blend. It will mesh where it no longer will grind.
think
Grinding is
about think about your
good.
brakes on your car. Think about the brakes on your car. Every time they grind, you're shaving stuff off and you're making it dull. That's why that's what she's trying to say. I'm sorry, go ahead, Anna.
No. You're on point. So you definitely grinding is not what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Grinding is not where it's at because grinding, you're working hard as hell. And
Yeah,
guess what? You're gonna lose everything in the end because everything you work hard for, you're gonna have to replace the parts and the pieces anyway.
right.
Is it not in a literal sense? I know, but every time I hear that word grinding, I always had to get throw
I
that out.
know. I heard you say it the other day, and you was like you caught yourself. It was like, no, man, I don't want to use that word. And it was just me and you talking. I ain't say nothing about it, but I did notice. I was like, okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
All right. So instead, you're supposed to say, I know how important the business is and how much time and attention it needs. And it would really mean a lot to me if we could set aside some quality time to connect soon.
I love it. I was This was more recent than not. Um, Somebody said, you always on your phone.
I got flashbacks, y'all.
Look, come back, come back, come back. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to trigger you. Come
No,
back,
you
come
good,
back.
you good, you good. Love talking with you.
But yeah, and like I just at some point I remember saying to myself like, Jason, stop talking. They ain't gonna get it. Cause I tried to explain it in every word, every way I could. If I knew Chinese, I would have tried to explain it in Chinese. If I knew any other language, I would have tried to explain it in any other language. But it they just don't get it. Some of them just don't get it. But then it's like it's up to us to show them how to get it. Cause in a relationship, you got to show people how you want to be loved. Like I could have been through life and not knew how to properly love a woman. So when I meet you, Autumn, there may be some form of you teaching me how to love you. You know what I'm saying? So even in that aspect, we got to take responsibility a little bit or some responsibility in that area as well, because it's like, let me show you, baby, let me guide you, let me let you into what I do for a living. Let me come listen to this meeting that I'm about to have with this person real quick. Come look at this idea that I just had. Come to this event that I'm about to go to. Like, it's some of that is on us to show them why this is so important to me, outside of just my words and outside of Ooh, that's a glamorous thing they just did. Like, let me tell you, come here, baby, come into the office real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we got some more comments.
Yeah, so we got, okay, so do you want a mate that's building a business at the same time?
Whew. One of my man, like half my man say yes, because then they'll definitely understand. I ain't never got to have an argument over nothing that they don't understand. And if you had a lot of arguments, then you know the value and not have to have that argument ever no more. But then on the other side of it, we both can't not know if we gonna
We gotta have
get
a plan to survive.
paid,
We gotta have a plan.
unless we got some money stashed somewhere or something that we can come pick from. We both can't not know every day where our check is coming from until we get to a certain, you know what I'm saying? Because even when we don't know that, we still got money that's just residual coming in too. So that's, I don't know. That's a who asked that question?
So I don't know why it says Facebook user.
Okay, I got you.
I gotta look it
Whoever
up.
that was a great question, and I want you to inbox me because I want to know who you are.
So I kind of feel like, in a way, I'm down for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? If we got a plan in place, like it gotta, I ain't getting it sit blindfolded. That don't make no sense no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I have to feel that equal. Like, you know what? He a go getter. Like I believe in me. I believe in a lot of people that sometimes operate similar to me as well. Jay, I believe in you. You know, so if we have that same growth, I'm willing to take that chance. That challenge, that's a thrill. I kind of like it. But at the same point in time,
Daredevil.
we gotta have that communication though. We gotta have our community to be key.
Oh, that was Tarsha, Autumn.
For real. That was
watching.
good.
That's Tarsha.
That was good. That was good.
Hey, lady.
We got this funny. Terrence says, "I'm always at the bank, but you cool with that?" Look, Terrence, man, look, this business owner here. I think he in Texas now doing his thing. Well, when I tell you, like he be go getting. He is a go getter. But I feel you because you ain't complaining when we at the bank, right?
So that's the thing. You wouldn't be saying none of what you saying if I kept your what if you would be saying none of what you saying if life is what I know it's about to be. Mm-hmm. That thing right there, ooh, get on my nerves sometimes. I'm sorry.
Terrence said, I operate my business better alone or outside sources. I like to keep business and home separate.
That's good. And that's what I mean by it depends on you. It depends on the dynamic of you, your relationship. Because I do believe that depending on how that person is set up, if I had a partner in that way, I would probably think the exact same thing.
So we got one more, number 5. And then we're gonna have to do part 2 of this, like literally.
Oh, yeah, we definitely do, because there's 5 more that we ain't even went over yet.
Yeah, and we had an hour.
Already. Good Lord have mercy. All right, are we done with the comments? So I can I'll do number 5 if we are.
You got a couple, hold up.
Okay.
Listen, man, that's a hard task to have a relationship.
Who you telling? That's a job on it. Look, I got all these businesses I'm running. Now I got to be an entrepreneur over our relationship too. That's another business. I'm just playing.
And then Jay, I don't know who this is, but we can definitely see back. They gotta get you to host the Boo and Babe private dinner. I think, is that Chef Anna?
Who? Wait, I don't know. Let me see who that is. Somebody raise your hand. Say something now.
Or raise your hand.
Look, I'm excited now.
I'm gonna have to go back in and see.
Jay, I got to call you. I need you to host my Boo and they want me to host their private dinner.
Who wrote the comment?
I thought somebody was trying to give me a private dinner.
Chef, see, look, I'm good. I was right.
Who that is?
Chef Phantom.
Oh, look, Phantom, hit me up. Bro, you got my phone number. Hit me up. Let me know what you need. I got you. Anything you ever need, I got you, bro.
Dopeness.
Something going to be neglected. Hey, y'all. Hey, Yvonne. Okay, I see you, Shannon. Phantom. All right, so I am going to read number 5, or you want to go to number 5, or what you got?
Go for number 5, and then You know what I'm saying? We just
We're
close.
wrapping up.
We schedule this thing while it's hot though. You know what I'm saying? Let's pop
it. All right. So number 5 says, never say, we can afford it. You make plenty of money.
Damn.
Whoa, shoot.
Oh, Chef Shelly got desserts. That's what I'm talking about.
What you say now? Look.
Look, we were supposed to be together on site. We was coming to my crib.
You just didn't work.
Yeah, but this is something to have though. We can put together something everybody knows. This is pretty good conversation because we all need it. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, we all need it.
Maybe we'll do. Let's see what this gonna spin off into, because I feel like it's gonna form itself.
Okay. So let's go back. Read number 5 one more time.
So number 5 says, never say, we can afford it. You make plenty of money.
Angie with the shout out. She been keeping track the whole time.
I see you, girl. Look, she about to get picked up on the team. You about to be
We can't afford it because you make it. He's a mess.
He said because you.
Man. So how y'all feel about that? That comment.
Like, I want somebody else to answer before we answer.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about that comment?
Look, Angie said, I'm ready. She said, pick me up. Put me in, coach. She ain't said that, but I know what she said.
Hey, said relationship over.
Who said that?
I don't know what's like. So StreamYard, y'all gotta do something to put inside y'all settings that allows StreamYard to show y'all name when y'all comment.
Exactly why I keep my business and my money separate. I mean, when you write, bro. I can't argue with you when you're right now. In this instance, I don't.
I'm hoping I identified before you even think you could say them words to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping I take that out the equation real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure, you know, I be trying to control like the facial expressions, you know what I'm saying? Some things I got to say. I don't know what my reaction would be at one time. I'm not sure.
So I know me. Well, I feel like, and now that it didn't happen and I'm just thinking about it, I probably would laugh it off or something like that and walk away knowing it's done. It's a wrap.
Tasha said, I said, baby, I'm broke, but my business got money. I ain't got it.
I mean, technically speaking, your business bank account and your bank account are two totally different bank accounts if you're doing it how you're supposed to be doing it. So sometimes that is the case. Yeah, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. It's all in the business, though.
Look,
I'm waiting on my paycheck next Friday, just like you is from your job.
It's crazy. Like I everybody that's watching and tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this is new for me, being a business owner, not working a 9-to-5, controlling my own schedule, and obviously, I'm really able to shine with no restrictions, right? Sometimes when you work in a 9-to-5, you don't want to give it your all because you know they're going to abuse you and use you, right? Yeah. But I work for myself, so it's a little different. So relationship-wise, friends, partners, love life, things like that, nothing is the same. Nothing. Communication with my friends ain't the same no more.
Elaborate a little bit. I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
So it's all different. You got to echo. Is your volume on your phone up? I heard something.
No, we good.
Oh. So it's completely different. The conversations with the friends I used to have, we can't even conversate no more. The relationships I used to have, I don't even want you to know I got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather operate broke sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to operate rich when I was broke. You know, like it's the opposite now.
Well, that's how you know when somebody came up too. When you're broke, you want people to think you got money. When you got money, you want them to think you're broke.
It's all aligned. You know what I'm saying? It's not all aligned. It's changing. But also it changes the aspect when you're not ready to deal with that, you're not knowing it's going to change. You have to then shift how you make your decisions. You know what I'm saying? The people that are close to your circle, it changes everything.
It does.
So I'm not necessarily sure if I am my biggest critic where I'm not letting certain people in when maybe they should come in, or is it because I'm guarded because of my experiences too? This lifestyle, like I said, is completely different.
Mm-hmm. And I remember when I first met you, you were a newer entrepreneur, and just listening to or remembering back on some of the things you said, or even the beliefs that you had, or just different things. And I remember saying stuff like, just keep going. You'll understand what I'm saying later. Like, or I'll say something and I'll be like, it don't mean nothing right now. Don't worry about it right now. When it's time for that to mean something, it'll mean something then. Like, just hearing you saying what you're saying and the comments that you make, you have come a long way, and you are exactly right. Like, there was a point in time where to me, you would just let anybody in, and I'd be like, "Oh, them baby girl, you can't do that. They don't know you like that. Don't. I know you don't understand what I'm saying right now, but just trust me that this ain't the way you want to do things." And then, like, just hearing you saying like access being cut off, and not, I'm just like, I'm so blown away at your growth. What it's been, what, a year, 2 years? Going on 2 years? It ain't even been 2 years.
It
It's
ain't
been
been
1 year.
It's been 1 year. Yeah. 1 year. But remember, you used to always talking, but like, it took me 6 years on this. You were like on a fast track. Something else is going on. But at the same time, that roller coaster, it's either I gotta get my shit together.
Yep.
Or this ain't for me. You know, I'm like I'm gonna have to tune in. Like, let me pay attention to what they got going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? A hard head leads to a soft behind is what my parents used to always say.
Yeah.
So at the same point in time, it's like, just when you get burnt, you get burnt.
Yeah.
There's a different hurt when you're in love, and there's a different hurt when it hits your pockets.
Yeah.
It's a different hurt but they all hurt.
Yeah. And every time you're gonna learn something from it. You're gonna learn something not to do that you didn't do. I mean, that you did do, and you're gonna learn something that you did do that you shouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did we go over what we should say to that?
No, we didn't.
All right. Look, I'm sure we trying to keep it time conscious. So it says what you should say. No, go ahead. You want to read it? You want to do it?
All right. So this is something that is really important to me, and I would be very grateful if you agree that we can purchase it.
Man, even if I'm like being a butthole, even if I'm trying to be stubborn, if you put it in those words, I just got to be like the meanest person on earth to not take what you're saying and do something with it. If somebody was like, I would just be real grateful if we agreed that we could purchase it. It's going to at least make me be like, ugh. Okay, show me what it is. Okay, what's the price? What color do it? What color do it?
Nah.
You said nah as in that ain't gonna work for you, or nah as in that ain't what you should say?
That's a good question.
Nope, that ain't it. I can take that. I can take that better than we can afford it. You got plenty of money. I definitely would take that any day over that.
Like, we together, we rocking, we vibing. You know what I'm saying? It's really no bounds. The smile on your face is that my true happiness. It's just the way you can approach me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep it clean. I can't keep it X-rated on here. But, you know, it's the way of the words that can make a lot of stuff happen.
Y'all know what she putting down. Stop acting like y'all. Look now.
Let's see here. It says this got to be Ty right here.
That ain't the right. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine.
She said, "Yeah, it's a Libra thing. We got to learn by experience." Girl, look. If people warn me, I don't know what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? I still jump into the damn fire.
I'll be trying. I'll be like, friend, come back.
Man, I was notorious for that shit. Notorious.
It's all good.
Never say you have money, even when you do. We shopping at the thrift store and Target. Look.
So even when I'm like getting to know someone and I'm telling them there comes a point where you talk about what you do for a living or whatever the case, I absolutely give the impression that I am not like dirt poor, but I absolutely try my best to give an impression like I don't have a lot of money. Not like, because I need you to know that there's going to be days like that. I need you to know that when you sign up with me that I'm gonna have bad months. I'm gonna need you to know that. And if me saying that is gonna get rid of you now, I'd rather you go now than for me to spend 6 months trying to get to know you when all you're gonna do is leave anyway when that happens. Because it ain't no if that happens. It's gonna happen at least one more time before I get rich like I know I'm about to be.
But just because I'm doing my thing, you see presence, public figure, whatever it may be, you see me hitting deals, don't assume that I have a whole lot of money because you don't know my
Right.
depth. You don't know my plan. You don't know where my money's going to be at. So when
Right.
you start assuming, man, what's the one thing you're not supposed to do? Because you make what?
Uh-huh. There you go.
So that's the thing that kind of gets me. You know what I'm saying? In books, and we talking about savings, and you know internal factors of what I like. Consider me
Right.
broke.
Right.
Always consider you don't know what I got going on.
Because you don't know what I gotta pay for. The things that entrepreneurs have to pay for are, so as an entrepreneur, we got to pay for regular things that people with jobs pay for: clothes, gas, groceries, food, yada, yada, yada. But we got to pay for that and figure out how to fund the business too. Mm-hmm. With no steady income, with no guaranteed income.
The prime statement: don't get invested in too deep for the first 6 months.
I'm with you. Who said? Is that?
It's a Facebook user. I can't tell.
I thought it was your friend, the other one. I said he on point. Look, I thought that was Terrence. I was about to say you need to send me a message, sir.
So ideally, we done went through the first 5, and we done gave you a little scope of inside of us personally. So what's dating like for us? You know what I'm saying? What's our success rate? Is there a success rate?
What am I supposed to do, y'all? Just somebody
tell me out.
Either tell me something or send me your brother, uncle's cousin, or somebody who you know won't fit the bill. That's only 2 options. So somebody do something. Say something.
So we feedback. I know I'm pretty sure y'all gonna watch the recap. Hey, some of y'all may go ahead and watch this again for another time. Put in the comments like, what is dating like for you as an entrepreneur? But give us some detail. Like, how long have you been an entrepreneur or a business owner? How long? What does it look like? You know what I'm saying? What's some pointers that you can actually put in place that you went through? Because I don't believe, you know what I'm saying, hard head leads to a soft behind all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some things you got to put in. Like, let me know that there's a hole right up there and I don't need to go that way. I just can go to the right a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Keep myself aligned.
Yes. If you got some tips, let us know. If you have a unique story, let us know. If you are a partner of an entrepreneur, we absolutely want to get your perspective. If you used to date an entrepreneur, or you used to be an entrepreneur dating someone at 9 to 5, like I want to know. I really want to know. Like I really do want to know, because I'm just ready for whoever I'm supposed to be with. I don't even want to do this dating stuff. All this back and forth, a rigmarole, this dance that we call dating, is for the bird. Just husband me, please, Lord. Look, you know how they say, just husband me, please. Like, because I'm done. I want to be done at least.
Look, I'm trying to have this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just to make me happy. Like, what? Like, babe, what? Like, yeah. Shelley said, love y'all, in business for 8 years, marriage on the rocks. Are there obviously people put in place like therapy, different resources, or I've actually heard of some people stopping business just to try different alternatives.
Yeah.
There's like, it's just so many, but it's almost to the standpoint, how far and how much are you willing to go? Hey, Trina said, I totally feel you, Jay.
Hey, Trina girl, how you doing? Tanya, hey boo. Look, why they got to be coming on and we about to go?
I know, right? Well, look, we've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes with a conversation that was not scripted at all. Literally, just a talking point. He was like, you know what? Other people may need to hear this too. You know what? We got no filter. Let's bring it.
As soon as we said we was gonna do this, I said, "Look, go put it on Facebook right now, so we can schedule it right now, so we can't back out of it right now."
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think too, these networking events and things like that, let's keep the conversation going. The more we don't talk about it, the more we create unsuccessful relationships. Y'all,
Yeah.
I'm 38 years old. I ain't trying to go through this dating shit ain't for me.
Me either.
Straight up. So yeah.
Me at 28, I don't. Me at 28, I don't mean it's for the birds too. 28 years, like no, I'm about to be 40, y'all. So I look. Anybody got no time? No time. If you're listening to me and you're thinking about calling me, I ain't got no time.
For real.
Come correct. If you come correct, you have a greater success rate. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna tell you like this though. My vetting process, that shit is on point. that it's something serious.
I can't even mention my vetting process because it's gonna put too much out there, and they're gonna know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna agree with you that your vetting process is.
Bruh.
Woo-wee.
All right, so a few comments. I'm with Jay, husband me right now.
Right now.
We got 40 sends it to the birds. Damn. 46. Hell.
So look, what they just said, Autumn, if you wasn't paying attention, was you ain't got no struggles. Look, I'm 48, I'm 56.
Y'all, look, we need to come together we need to talk about this shit.
Look, maybe next time, just maybe. I don't know. I'm playing with some ideas in the moment. Autumn she don't even know I'm about to say this. Maybe next time we'll get some of the people on to like bring them in and have their piece. Not for the entire time, but I don't know. If you want to be on, let us know you want to be on. We may be able to slide you in. And all that kind of good stuff. You can inbox Autumn, or you can inbox myself, and we'll get it going. Like I said, we don't know when we're gonna come back again, right? We don't know that, right?
We don't know, but I think we need to
sooner than later.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Let's talk about that. What's today? Monday. Let's talk about that by Wednesday. Wednesday we'll have something in place.
Okay, I'll meet you at One-Bridge. Shout out to One-Bridge.
Y'all stay tuned. One-Bridge got some big announcements coming.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, y'all. Good night. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All right. Before I leave, can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to remind everybody to celebrate yourself, even if it's by yourself. That's it.
See y'all later.
See y'all.